Hello YouTube, this is Charlie426 and today we have the review of the high grade Gundam G-Lucifer, or just G-Lucifer. This is from the Gundam G-Reconguista series, and apparently despite its looks and designs, it's a Gundam. So onto the review, or onto the kit. So what you get from this kit is, I guess you could say you get a lot of stuff. First of all, you get the mobile suit itself, the G-Lucifer. You get 3 of these gigantic funnels. I'll get into that later. You get 2 beam saber handles, like these, and 2 beam saber effects for the beam saber handles. And these are the Sin long ones, and very hotish pink color or red. And this I wasn't really aware of, but you get these 2 purple beam sabers, and they get actually stored not into a certain inside of the kit, but actually on the one side of the leg. So there's these 2 pegs here on the left side of the leg, and all you need to do is peg them in. Oops, come on. The thing is that there's these lines drawn onto the beam saber handle. I'm not sure if you can see it, but they have to be shown out. So yeah, this is how it looks like, and it kind of reminds you of a, I don't know, maybe a samurai, or yeah, samurai concept of carrying 2 katanas together. I'm not Japanese, so I'm not really an expert or knowledgeable on samurais, so don't judge me. It's very nice you can actually store their beam sabers, because a lot of kids don't have that functions. So here are its 2 beam saber effects. I'll put that over here. Now you get 2 types of hands. Number 1, you get this open style hand for just poses, because this kit doesn't carry any beam rifles or shields. So the only weapon it actually carries, or it can carry, is a beam saber. So for that reason, you get 2 of these. The multi-purpose hands. So basically you just slide in the stuff into the hand. So you get 2 of these and 2 of the open hands. I'm using 1 each on the kit. I'll get into some extra details that you should know, I guess. Now it gets its own stand, its own action base. A very nice color, a transparent whitish color, I guess. It has like both angles. You can use both of them if you want, but this one apparently it doesn't uses the peg from this one, but it has its own peg. So I guess that's another nice thing, or not. You get a bunch, a bunch of beam saber effects. Now you get 3 of these gigantic large ones. I'll show you where these actually goes, and you get 6 of these short standard beam saber effects for a high grade. 6 of them, and these also can fit into the beam saber handles. Not these ones don't, because of the size of the peg. And besides that, you get 3 of these stands. If you see my silver bullet review, this is something similar to that. They have some purpose. I will show you guys later. So I've shown you everything that the kit comes with. And here we can go on to the review. As I mentioned, the G-Lucifer is a Gundam, but it's a mono-eye mobile suit. So I'm assuming it was supposed to be a Gundam, but due to time restraint or some other unknown reasons, they went for a mono-eye. And this is one of the few mobile suits that actually uses funnel weapons from the G-Reconguista series. Now, as you can see, one of the noticeable features of this kit would be these gigantic things on the back. These are actually funnels, like fin funnels, but these also utilizes beam saber effects. Also to mention, the only stickers you get from this kit is exactly about, I think it should be 5 types of stickers. Number 1 are black stickers for the mono-eye, but if you see my Gundam log video, the black section you see in the head, basically, except for the middle mono-eye, the rest of the black section, that's supposed to be a sticker, but I colored it in black. The other sticker goes into the shoulder, which if you fail to do so right over here, it doesn't really matter. You won't barely see it, so I don't think it's a big deal at all. So you get one for each shoulder. The black sticker is supposed to be 2 pieces, so that's 4 in total. And the last final stickers you get are these sections on the funnels. You see this light purple color, that's all of them are stickers, so you get 6 of these pieces. I wish they could have done a separate piece system, but for me, I think I wouldn't have been too bothered if I didn't use the stickers as well, because I didn't really mind. Now I think we will get into the movement or articulations first. I will get into the head now. As I mentioned, it's mono eye. Overall, the kit, before I actually start, this kit, the G-Lucifer kit, I'm not sure if it's like this with every G-Reconguista high grades, but this build was very simple. I was surprised how simple the build was, like even for the arms, the legs, everything, the body. There's not much pieces that you need to build each part, so except for maybe the feet, but still, I was really surprised how simple the build was instead of like being complicated. So onto the articulations for the head. There's not much movement on the head. Basically, it won't. That's as much as it'll move because of the shape and design of the head. Like it literally just is just there. You can turn them. I don't think this can go 360, or can it? Yes, I think it can go 360, but I don't think it's really necessary, and I think I just kind of forced the plastic, which is not the best thing to do. And I can't, like, I think I should say this, but I don't know, every time I see the design of this head, I can't, it keeps reminding me of the Qubeley somehow. I don't know, it's a totally different design, but still I think there's some relation with this. This is just a self-opinion, so don't take it too seriously. I know there are a lot of people who doesn't like this series, but oh well. I like the series. The arms. Despite when you're building this, it looks like a double joint, but it is technically a double joint. It's just that the armor piece kind of hinders that aspect. So bending, this is as much as you go, about 90 degrees. 360, it's the arm itself is on a ball joint, so no problem. It can technically go 360. The arm can go a little bit like that, and you're good to go. The body, also, I think because of the shape, no, actually you can go 360 as well. Basically, this is like one of those double ball jointed bodies where there's a middle section piece on between the main body and the hip, and there's a small round piece, so you can go 360 and go forward and backward like that. So in terms of articulation of the body, pretty impressive. The legs, as I mentioned, this I wasn't really aware of, that the 2 beam saber was actually only on this side. The leg, it can, since it doesn't really have any front skirt or side skirt armor, it will go as front, 90 degrees, bending, double jointed, so pretty good. The feet is kind of awkward or weird because it's empty. It's not your usual Gundam or Mobile Suit feet that you see, because, well, I'm assuming because of the design, this suit was mostly meant for like floating or flying around instead of walking. So I think this is why they made the feet like sort of transformable, that you can like fold it up like this, so it looks as if it looks like it's floating around. Okay, so we've seen all the articulations. Now we should get into like the weapons. As I mentioned, the only weapon that this mobile suit or this Gundam model can carry are the beam sabers. There's no beam rifles or shields on this kit. Okay, so one of the main gimmicks of these are the funnels. Now each of them are connected to a ball joint. Not exactly a ball joint, but a peg here. But to utilize this or to pose them, you need to take them off. But do you take off these purple sections? No, you just need to just slide it off. For example, now it's not an easy it's not an easy way to pull off, but the manual recommends you take off this piece entirely and then take it off and then reattach it, but I've done it without doing that, so I'm gonna try doing that. Give me a moment. Yeah, sometimes they'll fall off easily, sometimes they won't. I'll explain how this system works. Oh god. Okay, one of them just started to fall off on its own, so I guess this is a good time for me to explain. The G-Lucifer, this is not like my personal favorite, but this is like a requested mobile Gundam kit, so I'm going for a review. The way how these connect and work, basically, these are there's no exactly like a ball joint on these, but basically they have these small holes and sections, hole sections here like this. And all you need to do is clip them onto this section and on each side, and that's how it works. Somehow, oh boy, that's a big mess. Just if you're wondering if this kit can stand on its own without those gigantic funnels on its back or hip, waist, whatever you call it, it can stand on its own. So no worry for like balance issues. There's not much balance issues on this kit, as far as I am aware of. So I'm gonna reattach these. Oh boy. So these are one of those mobile suits that's really highly meant for like in Universal Century standards, it's really meant for new types, or yeah, mostly new types, because it's highly relying on funnel weapons. Okay, I don't know what's happening, but okay, I think the feet are kind of wonky because the way how it's connected, it's on a ball joint, but when you open the foot up, the angle of the feet kind of gets in an awkward position, so you need to match both sides up so you can make it stand properly. Now, the way how the weapons work is pretty simple. All you need to do is there's this Y section on the top of these stands, and you just need to connect it on this part. I'll show an example like that, and it will stand no problem. And all you need to do is connect the beam saber effects. Now you get one and each for the gigantic ones, but as you can see, there's 6 holes here. In the manual, it is said to use the small beam saber effects, but only use 2 of them for each of them. So technically you have 6 of these beam sabers, so you can only put all of them on only one. So if you just happen to have another 12 beam sabers of the same color, I guess you can go for that. So the way how even in the manual suggests to pose the mobile suit, it's to use that action base that it came with, and using these stands with these funnel weapons as well. So just give me a moment. The connection is pretty strong, it won't fall off. Of course, if you knock it off, that's a entirely different story. I also tried connecting the long beam sabers on this section, and it works. So if you want to go for it, I don't mind. So basically, I think the main selling point of this kit is like the fact that it comes with its own action base, and the fact that it can actually, you can pose it as if it's using these weapons. So, and for this, I'm not going to use the angled version of the action base, but for me, I think I will pose it just with this. It's a pretty strong connection. So you can fold the feet like that, so to make it look like it's more on a floating or flying action. And also, I guess I should mention that the beam sabers just slide into the hand, and you just need to connect the beam saber effects like this, and just connect it. And there you go. You got yourself. Oh, my bad. You got yourself a new type or funnel attacking mobile suit, the Gundam G-Lucifer. So that's it for the review. I'm sorry this is not much of an interesting review or kit. I mean, it's maybe because this is not a really my own style or type or favorable mobile suit or high grade kit. But if you're a really big fan of like the Zeonic design kits or like Psychomu weapons or funnel weapons, I would recommend this kit because it comes with everything that you need for like display and everything. So it's definitely a good plus. There's no issues with articulations or anything. It's a really simple build. So if you're looking for like something easy to build, I would recommend this kit. But if you're looking for something complicated, not recommended. Anyway, thank you for watching my video. This was the review of the high grade Gundam G-Lucifer. Hope this was informative or interesting. If you like my videos, give it a like and also subscribe to my channel. I have more videos to make and more Gunpla to make and buy and build and review. So until then, see you guys next time.